Let me show you how desperate, dishonest and deluded these globe representatives are online, okay? This video the other day where I used the SR-71 as a prime example of how the globe maths mugs itself off when it has to deal with fast aeroplanes. In this instance it's the SR-71. I based it on an hour's travel between 2 points of reference, A being the start, B being the finish 60 minutes later, and I did a calculation breaking it down. The distance travelled taking into account the supposed curve according to the globe earth model between those 2 points of reference which the plane would have to deal with, okay? And of course I came up with ludicrous figures which of course highlighted the absurdity of the globe. Naturally they've gone on the defence mode trying to refute this, but not one single person who represents the globe has given me what I asked for, which is a mathematical breakdown from an hour to a minute to a second, showing how this plane deals with the ridiculous amount of curve it has to deal with over the course of an hour. This is what they've came up with. From a well-known globagandist, a pilot, a part-time one, I call him Orville, because he so wishes he could fly right up to the sky, but he can, because he's had his wings clipped. So did Orville 6020 refute me with a mathematical breakdown of an hour, a minute and a second like I'd asked for? No, of course he didn't, because the globe maths, when we use the SR-71, highlight the absurdity of the globe earth theory. Clearly the globe maths don't work, even though we're constantly told the maths work by these people. When we've asked for a mathematical breakdown using the SR-71 as an example, doing 1 hour's travel at full speed, these people do not want to go anywhere near their globe maths because they know it highlights the absurdity of the globe. And this is what we get cited. The people that say the maths work suddenly don't want to discuss the globe earth maths, strangely enough. That shows you how dishonest these people are. Look what Orville now has cited instead of a mathematical breakdown of a minute, a second and an hour showing the curve over the course of 1 hour's travel by the SR-71. We didn't get that. We got this. The correct globe math. An aircraft follows the earth curve by maintaining a constant altitude above the ground. Yeah, we all know how the story goes, fella. The incorrect flat earth claim. Aircraft must descend to follow curvature. Well, here's the thing. We're always taught we're on top of the ball, and wherever we look, it bends away and drops down in all directions away from us. That's the claim, and that's the claim that what's happening when we see boats supposedly going over the horizon or showing obstruction. And it would be the same from the plane, wouldn't it? If that's tracing the so-called curved contours of globe earth, then it would be descending and going behind the ball in relation to the point of reference, i.e. the starting position. Yeah? See, they want to use curve with boats. Of course, they've got no demonstrable science to back their observation. But when you use the globe maths and fast planes, they don't want to admit it then. They don't want to give you a physical breakdown of their maths. They just want to come up with tosh like this. Why is it wrong? Orville says. Because they calculate from a stationary observer's position. I calculated 2 points of reference, Orville. The start of the journey and the finish of the journey. 60 minutes later, I used the speed of the SR-71. And I used the globe mathematics to do a breakdown of an hour, a minute and a second, highlighting the absurdity of the globe. The fact we've got no mathematics from you to refute me, and bearing in mind, I asked for a mathematical breakdown over a course of an hour. No one's given me that. This is the only thing that's been cited. And all we've got is excuses here. So we've got the globe pilot, Orville 6020, who pushes the maths and claims planes prove the earth is a ball. Yet we've destroyed his claims using globe maths and an aeroplane. You can't make this stuff up. The calculation should be done at a location of the aircraft. So what this clown essentially wants to do is do the calculation at the point of the aircraft every second. Well, by doing that, Orville, you're literally flattening the globe. That's why you didn't provide a mathematical breakdown of a second, a minute, an hour. Because by doing that, you flatten the curve and you prove that the curve and the maths don't exist. i.e. it's just fabricated. It's mathematical stories, and the globe maths highlights that. This is what we've got here now. We're at a position now where even the representatives of the globe online are now destroying it and making it rather obvious for anyone with the slightest bit of common sense. No mathematical breakdown to refute me, just tosh like this we see on the screen. And bearing in mind, let's not forget, the only scientific demonstration Orville 6020 has ever cited. Alright? Bear with me. So as if that wasn't bad enough, with Orville 6020 being annihilated by globe mathematics and the SR-71, essentially a plane, the two things, the maths and the planes, that he actually stands by and cites as proof of the globe. You can't make this stuff up. If that wasn't bad enough, we only got to look a little bit deeper into this man's past and look at the only one and only scientific demonstration he's ever cited. We asked for a large standing body of water to display convexity upon its surface. What did we get? Well, let's have a look.
Here is an excellent video that I just watched, and I have to thank from...
Shush, Orville. You're boring. Do something useful. Go and pretend to fly a plane, you clown. So Orville not only stands by globe maths and planes as so-called proof for the globe Earth, yet when we use globe maths and a plane, the SR-71, we destroy the globe Earth and Orville and his argument. If that wasn't bad enough, the clown's only scientific demonstration he's ever cited is a total misrepresentation of his model. One, he cites contained body of water in a spinning fish tank, and two, it's not, the surface of it is not convex, it's concaved. Again, more misrepresentations, and this is the only scientific demonstration this clown has ever cited. A misrepresentation of his model, and he still doesn't get it right. Dear oh dear. So not only has Orville destroyed himself and the globe using planes and globe mathematics, which is the things he tries to use to cite as proof for the globe online, we then dig back in time and look at the only scientific demonstration this clown has ever cited, and then we realise it doesn't back your claims. If anything, all it does display is the lunacy of the representation or the representatives of the globe online. Dear oh dear.
I wish I could fly way up to the sky, but I can't.
You can.
I can't.
What a clown, Wolfie 6020, or from now on he's going to be known as Orville, because he can't fly up to the sky because he's had his wings clipped, and all he ever does is prove how ridiculous the globe is. So I bet you wish you could fly right up to the sky to get away from the absolute mess you've left online that is the globe.